Hey everybody, welcome back. This really isn't going to be a layout update video. I know, I apologize. I haven't done anything on the layout. Summer's here, and the little bit of free time I get, I'm outside and enjoying the nice weather. But I'm trying, and I do have an idea for an upcoming video that actually has some trains in it. But anyways, the purpose of this video is to give you some information, and there's a couple things I want to talk about, so I wanted to get that out there to you. The one thing I want to take care of is I don't know if you've noticed my name change on YouTube and Google+. That was a mistake by me, but it also sucks because I've always been known as Gknos77 on there. But what happened was I finally decided on a name for my layout, which I'll talk to you about. So I went into Google Plus and YouTube, which are combined. So I tried to change it on YouTube, and it made me go to Google Plus to change it. And I didn't really read their terms of service before I did it. But what I did was, I was playing around with the name change just to try to get something that worked, that included, my name and the name of the layout. And I couldn't go back to Gknos77 because if you read their rules, you have to use a first and last name. They cannot contain numbers or symbols. Now, obviously I was grandfathered in because I had my YouTube account before Google took over. So just a warning out there to you guys that have a single name YouTube user or one that has numbers or symbols in it. Don't change it if you want to keep it, because once you change it, you ain't getting it back. I found out the hard way. But so now you'll see me on there as my real name, Derek Glass. And that's on the YouTube side of it. The Google Plus side, you'll see Derek Glass, and then in parentheses you'll see Loop Station Model Railroad. I decided on that name because the area I live in is called Loop Station. In fact, the road I live on is called Loop Road. I tried to find some information on the Loop Station area, and I really can't find much, but from what I've been told by some older residents, that there used to be a train station here, and there is still a short line that runs through here called the Everett Railroad. But anyways, I like the name Loop Station, and I thought it was kind of fitting for my layout since it's basically a loop. I guess a lot of layouts are, but so I decided on Loop Station Railroad is my name of my layout. I don't know if I'm going to have any custom names on locomotives or rolling stock or nothing like that. That's just what I'm going to refer to my layout as, Loop Station Railroad. And I also have a Facebook page now, Loop Station Model Railroad. And that was kind of the reason behind the name change on YouTube and Google Plus, was I kind of wanted to mesh everything together, and well, that's how it turned out anyways. So enough with that. Another thing I want to cover, I know I've done it in one or even maybe a couple of my previous videos, was kind of a layout tour and some layout information. But I've had some new subscribers lately that are asking me about my layout, and I figured I would just do a quick once around, give some information again on it. I apologize if you've already seen information or watched any of my videos where I discussed maybe my track plan or my layout or my industries, but I'm just going to cover that real quick. And before I do that, I want to say, while we're on the subject of subscribers, I want to say I just passed 1,000 subscribers here within the last week, so I want to give a big thank you to you guys. I honestly don't know how that happened, because I don't know, I look back at my videos and it's amazing. I didn't realize I had that many people interested in anything I had to say or do. But thank you very much for that. I appreciate it greatly. And now stay tuned. I'm going to give you a quick once around of the layout, and we'll move on. Alright guys, before we get started here, let me give you a little background information here now. At the end of this backdrop, all the way around this part of the layout, up until the point where we hit the lift up there, that was all an older layout, one of the original ones I started, and then I decided to add this expansion all the way around here and take up the whole room basically. As far as size, across this wall here, it's 11.5 feet wide. We are looking at, on this back wall, that is 13 feet across. And then up both sides of these walls, this is 16 feet all the way up. And same with here, 16 feet all the way through here. So it's basically 16 feet by 13 feet around the room style. And figure we'll get started here at the yard. This is my yard area. There will be a turntable right here just for the purposes of turning locomotives. And then I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, most of this stuff's probably not prototypical. I understand that, but it is what it is, and it's my layout. So and as you see, I have a couple locomotives running around there, actually trying to break them in, because I think dang near every one of my locomotives I've never run them long enough to break them in. So, and that'll give you maybe a hint on some of my future videos coming up. This is my yard area, nothing fancy, and this leads back into my engine facility. Again, probably not prototypically placed, but it is what it is on my layout. And then we come around here, and in this area where all these locomotives are sitting, I plan on putting either like a propane facility or a petroleum type facility in here, which will come off of right here. We come around here, this is how my track plan looks here. This here branch off and come through here is where I'm planning on putting my power plant, and there will be a conveyor style unloader in here somewhere to unload the coal cars. See, we'll come back around through here, and I have a turnout over there coming off, which is going to lead back into, I'm planning on maybe my plastic pellet facility back in here somewhere, and my lumber yard. It'll branch off also over into this area where I plan on putting a lumber yard. Now I'm having a hard time deciding on how to do a backdrop here, because I kind of want a commercial style backdrop. Now I don't know whether just to buy a backdrop, or I thought about doing that along with some building flats, but that's something that I need to work on. Come across the lift out here, lift up, and in between these two tracks here, I plan on putting some sort of like a hill or a mountain or something to break up this the view of both these lines. As you see a turnout there, I put that in there to come in here, which I was originally planning on having a town in this area where you see all this mess. It's kind of my work area right now, and maybe a rail to truck transfer facility and stuff in there. I'm really not dead set on this yet, because it's a nice little area and I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I might change my plans on that. But back here we have the coal mine, and that other bench there with all the crap on it, that will be run through tracks for the coal mine. And that tunnel portal will be the roadway into it. And come through here. This is a double or a single main line twice around. Right here is where it becomes twice around. We come through here. These trees are not going to be permanently here. If you've seen my video in Long Shadows model trees, be sure to check them out. I planted them there to show you guys what they look like. But somewhere in this area where this double line is, I'm going to have a passenger station So we'll figure that out as we go. And then this is just my background rock wall, which I really had a lot of time invested in that. And I'm using all code 83 track. Now I have a combination of Atlas, Micro Engineering, and Model Power. And yes, you heard me right, Model Power did make some code 83 back in the day for a limited time. And when I couldn't find Atlas about a year and a half ago, I found some new old stock on eBay that someone was selling, and I bought a bunch of it. And then after I ran out of that, I switched to Micro Engineering. So yeah, I have a combination of three brands on my three manufacturers track on my layout, and my turnouts are Micro Engineering and Atlas number 6s. They're all number 6s except for one number 4 that's in the coal mine area. And that's it, guys. It's all 24-inch deep bench work, except for over here, right along through there. That's 3 feet deep because I can access it from both sides. And same with here, that's 3 feet there because I can access it from both sides. Now also, I am not up to par with the switching operations. My layout is designed that I can run long trains, which I like to do. You know, like auto racks or you know, something like that. Maybe a long tank train, whatever. Intermodal, stuff like that. But I also wanted to add a little bit of switching to it, and that's why I added some of these industries. And I'm not very knowledgeable as far as operations and switching operations. And I've watched videos and I've read books, and it just doesn't sink in with me. I think it would actually take me going to someone's layout and actually doing it with them to really understand it more. I don't know if I'm just an idiot or what, but I think that's about the only way I'd really pick up on it. But so my industry placement and such like that, they might not be prototypical either, and so I don't know. I'll find out the hard way, I guess. But that's what I'm going to do. And I use NCE Power Cab for my DCC system. Alright guys, like I've mentioned in some of my previous videos, I want to wrap this up by giving a shout out to a deserving YouTube channel. But actually I'm going to give a shout out to 2 channels in this video, since I haven't had a video in a while, and some of the ones lately I haven't given a shout out. So I want to give a shout out to Gknos Model Trains, and the other channel is William Graham. Now these guys are fairly new to the YouTube video producing part of this, but they are not necessarily new to model railroading. They got some great information to share with you guys, and their channels are definitely worth checking out. I will provide the links in the description. Do me a favor, go check those guys out. If you like their videos, subscribe to them, let them know you like them. I guess I'll wrap this up. I don't want to make it any longer than it has to be. I want to thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I mean, I really appreciate all the subscribers. And you know, I've even developed a couple haters, I guess, or trolls, or whatever you want to call them, because some of my last, maybe 4 or 5 videos, I've been getting some thumbs downs on my videos. And I hate to tell you, if you're watching, I don't care. And you know, the joke's on you, because you still watched my video, you still viewed my video. So whatever, do whatever makes you happy. If that's what gets your rocks off, so be it. But anyways guys, I will catch you in the next video. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.